Welcome to the Vault Excel. As most of you know, today is the celebration of Juneteenth. And I'm going to bring you a little bit of information pertaining to the freeing of the African American people who were slaves at that time. President Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation on January 1st, 1863, as the nation approached its third year of bloody Civil War. Proclamation 2 years earlier, freedom did not come for most African Americans until Union victory in April of 1865 and officially in December of 1865. So Abraham Lincoln signed this proclamation on the 1st of January 1863. 2 years later, when the Union won the victory in April of 1865, which would be 2 years and a few months later, it was official that my people would be freed, but it wasn't official until the end of that year, December 1865. So therefore, the black man and woman wasn't freed until 2.5 years later, December 1865. My content has no bearing on today's celebration of Juneteenth. This was a live that was introduced last week, and I never got around to doing it. Thank you for your time. If you'd like to donate to this great network, $sign Big Angie 129 Cash App. Stickers and chats are welcome during the live stream. This is the Queen's personal testimony and opinions pertaining to 52 years of living on Earth, 30 plus years of dating black men. Also have dated other races. This is my testimony. Why I'm tired of the black man. The reasons are as follows. The vulgar talk. You do not know how to talk, some of you. Everything's a cuss word, MF, nigger, BITCH. You meet a woman, you're already trying to seduce her to go home with her or take her somewhere to have sex. Never interested in trying to get to know her as a person, as a human being, because obviously she's not valued as that by you. First meeting a man. Hello, how are you? What's your phone number? Where do you live? No stimulating conversation. I'm tired of that. You're a grown man. You have nothing to say. By the age of 30, you should have conversation. By the age of 30, you should be able to conduct yourself as a grown-up. Not asking someone to speak to another lady for you. You should be able to go up to her directly to say what you have to say. You need to have respect in what you have to say. Hello, how are you? I noticed you from across the room, across the street. You look nice today. I like your hair. I like your dress. I like your outfit. Not, damn, you fine. Damn, you got a big old butt. Woo, you got some big old titties, blah, blah, blah. Who wants to hear that? Now, there are some women who are down with that. Let me make that clear during this live stream. That there are some females, black, white, Hispanic. We're not going to just say black women. There are many women who like vulgar talk, sex talk, in meeting a man. But it's disrespectful to the queen. Because you're already letting me know that's all you want. And it doesn't matter if I'm physically attracted to you, or I might want to have sex with you today, tomorrow, whatever. The point is, you don't wait to see what I have to say. Because you're already assuming I'm down with it when you step to the table with a vulgar mouth. Sex talk. Telling me what you'll do to me sexually. Well, let's go there. Girl, I can do this, this, and this, and this. Girl, I got a big old thing. Woo, woo, woo. Really? Oh, okay. So now I know once again, that's all that you want. That's all I'm going to get from you is sex. Even though you don't know me, I don't know you. But that's what you want. Doesn't matter where I met you. If I met you at the bar, if I met you at the Kroger, if I met you at the gas station, met you at a party, a function, Met you on a date site. You letting me know that's all you're about. That's all you want to bring to the table. It's just your penis. No stimulating conversation, no nothing. Oh, you might even ask me what type of sex I like. Well, damn, don't you want my whole name? Shut up, Queen. How you like it? I like this, this, and this. Well, damn. Once again, no stimulating conversation. Might be even trying to check out what I do for a living, what I got, so you possibly can see what you can get down the road. We'll get to the user here shortly. The loud mouth. He coincides too with this vulgarity sex talk being. This is the guy who likes to be seen by everybody. He's the loudest one in the room. He's the loudest one outside. He's talking over everybody. He's hollering and screaming, letting everybody know he's alive. That's a turnoff for the Queen. I do not, let me make this clear. I do not am not attracted to a loud mouth black man. Never have been, never will be. If I hear your voice before I see your face, I am turned off. If I see you and your mouth is big and hollering and screaming and talking about what you got and what you can do sexually, and just a loud mouth, know-it-all, he knows everything, who's the better sports team, you know, those type of guys, I walk on by. Because people like that are dangerous. Those are the type of men that'll get you in trouble. Those are the type of men that'll tell your business. Those are the type of men that'll call you out, call you different names, dirty names, whore, bitch, motherfucker. Yeah, I'm going to say that during this live stream. We'll talk about you like a damn dog. Because he doesn't have respect. And some people might say, well, not every loudmouth man will be vulgar or belligerent to a woman. Well, some will. We don't do loudmouths. Because like I said, when he turns on you, you are going to be the first one that he throws under the bus. He's going to talk about you like a dog, and he's going to do it in public. He's going to do it behind your back. He will talk about you profusely, what you didn't do, what you ain't got, because that's what loudmouths do. They have to be seen. They have to be validated. And you should know damn well if he's loud and vulgar or loud in general, the day things don't go his way, he's going to go off. And you will be the brunt of the rage. Let me give you a scenario of the sexual being. The Queen was out last Thursday at a very nice establishment in the old city. So I'm standing at the bar making small talk with people. Hello, hello, hello. People coming through, speaking to the Queen. And I finally take a seat. I grab a chair and sit down next to a male. I'm not going to say gentleman. I'm going to say a male. He was an older black male. He was basically telling me a place to come hang out. I told him I knew of a certain place, blah, blah, blah. We started talking. I was telling him I didn't really care for the drinks, blah, blah, blah. So he decided to buy me a drink. It wasn't no better than the first one I had. So we're making small talk. Next thing you know, he hands me a business card, blah, blah, blah. And then he starts telling me, well, since you don't like the drinks here, maybe we could go to your place and get the drinks that would be better there. Because I did say I was better off just drinking at home. So now you see where I'm going with this conversation. Well, maybe we can go to your house and we could drink at your house. Excuse me? I met you all in 20 seconds and now you want to come to my house where the drinks are better. No, there's no coming to my house. There's no going to my house. Because one, I didn't invite you to my house. Two, I'm not interested in taking you to my house. And three, I know what's going to happen at my house, that you will be expecting some sweet mama. So hell no. Then we later learn he's married. How about that? Because he lets me know if we decide to talk and hold a conversation, after giving me the business card, of course, to text only. Checkmate. Oh, you want to text only? or not text only, but text me first before calling. Excuse me. Back that up. Text me before calling. See, that was your red flag right there. He either has a woman or he lives with a woman or he's married. Ding, ding, ding. He's married. So that's why he wants me to text first. Well, guess what? That card is in the Dempster dumpster. Because I told myself, there'll be no need in keeping the card unless I'm keeping it for business purposes only. And that would be to try to what? Have a friend only or a sugar daddy. Take my pick. And we don't know that he would be a sugar daddy, so we would be rolling the dice. And naturally, he would want to get something from the queen, such as her sweet mama, in order to give something back to her. As they say in the street, even swap ain't no swindle. See, this is what I'm talking about right here. Sitting at a bar, minding my business, making small talk, and you're already handing me a business card with your number, telling me to text only, and then trying to come to my house for drinks. Negro, where the hell you think I'm from? First of all, I'm not even interested in you in that way. I'm just at the bar because it's a place to sit. Let me make that clear. Let me make that clear to all you dusty-ass black men that think because somebody says hello or you say hello, you start to conversate, ask personal questions, she's now interested in having sex with you. You don't even know that the woman's attracted to you. You just automatically come out, hey, let's go to your house for drinks later. If you're bored, let's go to your house. Oh, because I'm bored at this place with the drinks, I'm supposed to take a stranger home to drink up my damn good liquor? Hell no. Why don't you get invited first? You don't even build a conversation. Just because a person says, ooh, the drinks are horrible, now you say, oh, well, let's go to your place where the drinks would be better. I know they're going to be better because I'm making them. But it doesn't mean I want you there at my place. I'm not even physically attracted to you. How do you know if I like older men or not? Checkmate. I mainly attract young men. And I must say I am attracted to younger men. Not 20-year-olds, but just saying. 30 plus and up. That's usually who's attracted to the queen. And I sometimes reciprocate. I am a human being. But nonetheless, this is what is out here. Older man, no different than a younger guy. I already want to come to my house just because I said the drinks were not up to par at the bar. Just a buster. The hookup guy. Let's say I or a woman decides to have a fling with a man. We have an understanding that we will lie down together. This is the guy, after he gets the sweet mama, he can't call, he can't answer the phone, he's got excuses, he wants to text only. He's unavailable. He's got to do this. He's got to play footsies with this one, that one. He's got to pick up the grandchildren. He's got to go meet his daughter, his kids somewhere. Gang player. See, this is why you have to be careful about having sexual relationships with men early. Because it's not to say that you could bait him for a while, a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, give up the nookie, and then find out he's a game player. Because a player is a player, no matter when you give up your goodie sack, if you understand what I'm saying. But the games they play, I'm busy, I'm this, oh, I didn't hear the phone, oh, I was asleep, oh, I was out of town. It's always an excuse. But then when he decides that he wants to get a little frisky, he dials your number or texts you, what you doing? Oh, yeah, the 3 a.m. dialer. What you doing? I'm asleep, Negro. I was until my phone buzzed. The hell you want? Now, you can oblige him if you like. That's your business. But the point is, you know 9 times out of 10, he will never be the type that'll offer you anything, buy you anything, take you anywhere, take you out to eat, take you in public. Marriage. As Elizabeth Taylor once said, I wouldn't date a man I couldn't marry. Listen at that. I wouldn't date a man I couldn't marry. Basically, Elizabeth Taylor was saying, and she had a lot of husbands, I'm not even going to date somebody that's not even in marriage material. And that's the problem right now. We don't have marriage-minded men walking around. They don't want to be married. They don't even want to be in a relationship. So why would they want to be married? The unemotional man, black man, he can't share, he can't give you anything emotionally. He can't hug you, kiss you. He's unaffectionate. But he knows how to moan, whine when things don't go his way. He's only emotional when the story is about him. What they did to him, what the world did to him, what he ain't got. We'll get to that one later too, the crybaby, at the end of this live stream. But unemotional. He's good for basically a warm body, sexual purposes only. But once it's time to rise and shine and put your clothes on, the real black man emerges. Well, gotta go, thank you. Oops, you got a banana, I can eat some cereal. You got an egg biscuit, I'm hungry, I'm this, I'm that. Then out the door he goes. And then we go over to the phone tag games. He don't answer, he don't respond. And he may call you back, then he may not. You see where I want that, right? Silly jokester. I don't care for those type of men. And have I engaged with someone on that level? I sure have. And it's annoying as fuck. Everything's a joke. Everything's a joke. Your hair, the hair color, the length, your fingernails, your toenails, your legs, come in your house complaining about this and that, where the TV sat, where the sofa sat. Everything's a fucking joke. Never serious about anything. Only when he's crying about himself is when the conversation is serious. But when it comes to you, he's got a joke and a comment and a complaint. Oh, I'm just playing. Oh, you get too emotional. Oh, why you take me so serious? Everybody knows I'm a jokester. Well, let me tell you something. Grow up. You can't hold a decent damn conversation without making a fucking joke about me, my home, my car. We don't need to be talking. You don't need to be in my house. You don't need to be in here coinciding, drinking up shit, eating stuff, Wi-Fi, water, amenities. I can't stand a person that joke all the time. Everything's a damn joke. Silly, silly, silly. Poking and prodding you like he's a 6-year-old playing with a little kid in the schoolhouse in the playground. Pinching and jabbing. Who does that? A very immature man. Male. Very immature. Doesn't want a relationship. The black man. Why? Why not? 30 years old, 40 years old, 50 years old, 60 years old. Just want to go around picking up different women, having sex with her. Woo, God forbid, don't want to use a condom. That's another story. They don't like using condoms now. They never have. You can offer one. Next thing you know, it's hurt, it's too tight. I don't want it on. It don't feel right. Don't even care to ask. Are you on birth control pills? Are you still able to have a baby, queen, Miss Lady? Don't care. Like hopping around, lady to lady, lady to lady. You see this with all these men. Then you see these women crying and moaning about him. Do you know anything about him? Have you heard anything about him? Hell yeah, he likes women. Or let's just say he likes the kitty cat. He doesn't respect women, but he likes the kitty cat. Older ones, what's your problem with wanting a relationship? You would think a person would want a companion. That's what God designed the woman for the man to have a companion. Came from Adam's rib. But yet, thousands of years later, the woman has no validity for the man. She's worthless in the eyes of these black men. She's just a warm body. Somebody to play mind games with, sex games with. No respect for her. 50, 60-year-old men want to run around in the street picking up different women. Why? Why don't you want to mate? You're 40 years old. Why don't you want to mate? You're 30 years old. Why do you not want a mate? I can understand if you was in a long relationship, it didn't work out. You want to, explore your newfound freedom. I get that. But damn, if you've been single for a while, at 40, 50, 60, why do you not want a mate? And yes, you're entitled to be single. But why not be truthful? Don't act like you want to be with a woman. You want a relationship. And then once she starts giving you the goodie bag, goodie sack, her velvet box, now it's, once again, game player. Phone tagging. I'm busy. I'm asleep. I had to go here. I had to go to New York. I had to go to Detroit. Always an excuse. And let me tell you something about that. When a man gets to a certain age, especially 40s on up, them making up excuses. I had to go hunting, fishing, baseball game. Lose me with all that. Just tell the truth. I just wanted you for sex. That's it. Hey, all I want to do is have sex with you. I may call you. I may not. I may answer. I may not. Just tell the truth. Because see, this is what's going on with these black men. They don't want to give you an option. They want to start out with the storytelling. Oh, I like you. I'm attracted to you. And then once you start talking to them on the phone, visiting this and that, then here comes the game plan. If you can get to a couple of conversations over the phone, a couple of visits, a couple of dates. And that's another pet peeve of mine. What I'm tired of from the black man. You don't want to take a woman out? No, why? It's always, can I come to your house? As soon as you meet her, you want to know where she lives, what does she do for a living, does she have kids, blah, blah, blah. Oh, what you doing later? Going to bed? That's what I'm doing. I always want to come over. Why? You don't even know who lives there. But you want to go walk up into a stranger's house. I want you to think about that for a second. There's always danger for a woman to go along with a man to his place, a hotel. But imagine in this day and time, these janky-ass men don't mind getting in your car or following you to your house, your apartment, your condo, your trailer, to go walk in an empty-ass house, a dark-ass house, don't even know who the hell's in there. You could have Jason, Freddy Krueger in the closet, ready to cut him up. He don't care. Because he thinks he's going to get some sugar mama. I'm about to get me some sex tonight. I'm about to get me some sex tonight. I don't care who at her house. Don't care if it's clean, nasty, roaches crawling around, rats crawling around. Don't even care. Just ready to go in there. And wouldn't care if he walked in there and then she didn't have nothing in there but a cot on the floor. Ignorant. Ignorant. The unstable black man. What is your problem? Pillar to post living. You over here, grandmama house, auntie house, sister house, baby mama house, old friend house, new friend house, roommate situation. A grown man should have one, a car, a stable job, money in the bank, his own place to live. And that is the one thing my father told me many moons ago as far as trying to date a man. He said, if he cannot take you to where he sleeps, keep on moving. But we as women will talk to these bums anyway, knowing they don't have their own place. And naturally, when you first meet a person, you're probably not going to know where they live because, it's really not good to be just telling strange people where you stay, whether you're a woman or a man. But at some point when it's time for us to go out on a date, go out, and then come back to my place, your place, at some point, there needs to be somebody telling somebody where they stay. And usually it's always the woman whose address the man knows. You don't know where he stays because he don't want you to know where he stays. Because 9 times out of 10, he stays with a relative. He stays with another woman. He's married or he's pillar to post. Imagine talking to somebody trying to get to know him and they asking, I guess, living out their car and spending the night over here and keeping stuff in their car. And somebody I met years ago, I really was into this person, I started to really like this person. I noticed the first time, took him to his car, which that's a no-no too, driving people around, even though the person had their own car. But why do you have clothes and shoes in your car in your trunk? Oh, but you try to play it off and say, oh, it's my work boots, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but some of that stuff in your trunk ain't work boots. So are you living in your car? Are you staying in your car? Where are you staying? I guess all the time he was staying with different people. Of course, the queen thought he had he was staying somewhere. She never knew where he stayed because he never told her. Queen didn't learn until a year later where he stayed. And that's why I didn't have a relationship with this person, because he fits in the criteria of what I'm talking about. Falling in, falling off, talk to you today, 2 weeks, 3 weeks later, you don't hear nothing, won't answer the phone. Then he waits a couple months later, call you on the phone. But that was my stupid self to be riding this stupid ass ride. I'll give him a little bit of time. And that's another thing. Trying to change him. There comes a point where we need to accept the fact this type of person you can't change. Fly-by-nighter. Also, the unfaithful one. You can't change him. Let's talk about him too. The unfaithful black man who has to sleep with every woman he sees. He's so infatuated with her body, the way it's shaped, the pear shape, little waist, big breasts, big butts, big thighs. It's an image, sweetheart. Just like you're chasing her for her body, if you decide to only like her, that's all you're going to be liking her for, because 9 times out of 10, you don't know what you're going to get with her. You don't know if she even has conversation. And many men have found that out. That's what some white men may say about a dumb blonde. She's pretty, but that's it. There's no substance to her. Can't hold a conversation. She doesn't know what's going on in the world. But that's what you wanted, right? You were looking at the face, the eyes, the hair color. You weren't really trying to get to know her anyway. So down the road, what difference does it make? She'll have no conversation. Because in the beginning, you only went after her because of how she looked. So what's good for the goose? You got it, what you wanted. You wanted a pretty face. That's what you got. Picking up men and driving them around and they don't have a car is a red flag. Why don't you have your own car and you're grown? I don't want to pick you up, take you from place to place. I don't want a man that doesn't have a legal driver's license. Not a state ID. I said a driver's license. Meaning you took a test or you passed a test that says your black ass can drive. I want you with a driver's license. I want you with your own car. Tired of black men who don't have their own damn cars. Or you live far out of the region, they want you to pick them up. Too lazy to drive, they got a car. That's another thing that pisses me off. Want to spend some time with you, whether it's intimate time or sit and chill, I got to pick you up because I don't live in the city, so now I got to drive your ass around back to my place. Why would I want to do that? But see, it's what we allow. And these men keep doing these things because we allow them to get away with it. So he goes on to the next female, and it's just a repetitive cycle. He's getting what he wants. You're not getting anything out of it but sex or cooking a meal for somebody. Why don't you have your own house, your own apartment? You meet a woman, and it's going to always be you going to her house. And at some point, she has to know whatever type of courtship she's setting up with you, you don't have your own place. Why not? 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds, you all make more money than women. Your job titles command more money than women. So there's no excuse for a black man, white man, whoever you are, not to have your own house, not to have your own shed, your own trailer. It's bullshit. You're always staying with somebody else, your mama, your sister, your cousin, a roommate. Why? Why do you not want your own damn place? I'm sick of that too. I don't want you always coming to my house. I don't want you coming up here lounging, getting comfortable, eating up everything in the refrigerator, drinking up all the liquor, showering, sweating up sheets and pillowcases. Yeah, Queen going there today. Let me come to your house and do it at your house. Let me come put my feet up on your coffee table. Let me go raid your refrigerator. Let me go drink up all your liquor. Oh, yeah. Let me eat up what's in your refrigerator. Let me run up your damn light bill. Here, let me bring a bag of clothes and just drop them here for you to go wash. How about that? calling a spade today. Because this is why these men get away with this behavior. These behaviors is because each woman allows it. So then he drops her like a hot potato. Then he goes to the next woman and he does the same thing. Until one of us puts our foot down to say, I can't allow this behavior. Then he has to keep it moving and find him a new victim. We'll pray for her. Because we're going to say to ourselves, I deserve better than this. I'm going to get better than this. Job to job. Why? Why won't you stay at one job? What's the problem? Is it because you're a crybaby? You keep getting in trouble with the law, you can't keep the same job. That's another thing I'm tired of. Black men always getting in trouble, always violating probation, parole. No goals, no ambitions. Why not? Who wants to be with somebody every time you look up, they're going to jail? For whatever reason. Get it together. Because one would start to wonder if you like being in jail, and we ain't even about to go down that street, or why you might like being in jail. Because most people like freedom. So why the hell you want to be locked up 6 months to a year? For what reason? So you can't have anything with a man that stays incarcerated. Because if you're trying to build a relationship with him, you both are paying bills somewhere. What are you going to do once he goes to jail? Now you're stuck holding the bag, trying to make ends meet. And God forbid if you have children with a man and he's the type that ends and out of jail, that ain't no good for you or your children. He's not a suitable mate because his mind ain't right. And then we have the men that like to drink excessively, use drugs. Why? See, there's 1,000 things I can add. And I'm ad-libbing to stuff that's not even on my list. Drug users, alcoholics, I don't have nothing in common with you anyway. I have nothing in common with you. Because I don't believe in drinking all day, and I don't believe in imbibing in drugs. And some people believe marijuana is a natural substance. That is your prerogative. I don't really want to be around that. Because I don't want it in my clothes. I don't want it in my pores. I don't want it in my hair. I don't want it in my house. Because weed follows you. Kind of like fish and chicken. You go in a house where somebody cooked fish or chicken. You cooked it. You take that smell outside with you. Well, marijuana is the same thing. I don't want to smell it. I don't want it on my clothes. You imbibe, that's your business. But I don't want it in my house. $40, $50 years old, not stable. No home, no car. Why not? Once again, men make more money than women in various jobs that men do. Construction, carpentry, electricians, plumbers, laborers. And yet you don't have your own place. Why not? Don't have your own running car. Why not? Don't have a decent car. So you're going to work every day saving money. Why don't you go buy a decent car, put money down on a decent car? Why not? Expecting somebody to ride your black ass around. That's another thing that pisses me off. I always think of people just want to jump up and ride you around and take you from place to place. Pay your bills, do this, do that. No, 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 no. Get your own damn car. Keep a decent running car. You work every day. Why do you not have a decent running car? Why you see all these women out here, young, old, can keep a car, but these trifling ass black men can't even keep a running ass car? Why not? And why you refuse to get your own place? They all go hand in hand to me. Job, car, home. You can't have one without the other. You relying on Lyft, Uber. Miss me with that. Don't you want to go out in the world, go out and buy your own groceries, shop, do things on your own time in your own car instead of waiting on somebody to take you somewhere, pick you up, drop you off? See, that's complacency. And you have women that act the same. Complacency. No drive, no ambition. Oh, I'll just wait on the ride. Aren't you tired of walking in other people's houses? You can't do what you want. You can't eat what you want. Maybe they're rationing the foods. They got other people living there, children, this and that. Oh, but when you come around the queen, what you talking about? I ain't had no food in 4 days. I don't want to believe you're not because you joke all the damn time. But hell, I don't want you raiding my refrigerator, which I offer people what they want when they come to this establishment because that's the kind of person I am. Hey, go in the refrigerator, get what you want. Go in the freezer, eat what you want here. That's just who Queen is. But this ain't about to be no flop house, trap house. Just a hotel with an open refrigerator and stove. I don't want that. And that's not what I'm offering somebody when they come see me. Just a place for you to come eat and dine and take a bath or a shower. Get what you think you can get from me. Be it physical, a soda pop, a hamburger, whatever, then check your black ass out of here. This ain't no hotel. And nobody wants to be deemed a hotel or a flop house or trap house. Just a place to lounge, watch Wi-Fi, sleep. Why don't you offer something? That man. The man that don't want to offer a woman nothing. He comes around when he feels like it. Or if he is coming around her often, he can't offer her nothing. He doesn't ever want to go anywhere. He don't want to go to the picture show. He don't want to go to the movies. He don't want to go to the mall. He don't want to do nothing. He knows she might need something in her house, her home. He don't even offer. But he over there. He's over there. She might need a new kitchen table, a washing machine. He don't even think, hey, let me help you get a washing machine. Hey, let me help you get a dinette table. Hey, let me help you get a new bed. He don't care if it's on the floor. Just so long as he got a place to sleep and visit, what does he care? He knows she's behind on a light bill or need money for a light bill, water bill, mortgage, rent payment. Never offers. That's why you should never be too ashamed to ask. Hey, I need some money. Hey, I need some groceries. Hey, I want to get my nails done. Because so long as you never ask, the certain type won't offer. You see, a real man is going to offer. What do you need help with? What can I help you with today? A real man offers. The user, this is just a straight ass bum. He could even have a job. He expects her to do everything from the moment he meets her. He wants her to cook for him, do things for him, buy him things, take him places, pick him up, drop him off, give him money, buy smoking products. He never wants to offer anything. Some work, some don't. It's worse even if he has a job. Because how bad it is to be talking to somebody like somebody, God forbid you set up house with him, he can't pay for nothing. He's just living there with you, and the only thing you all are doing is playing house, having sexual relations. But he ain't offering up no money on no bills, no rent, no nothing. And like I said, God forbid you have children, you are doomed. I don't have no little ones running around here. Because ain't no man going to be running in and out of here, and I got children in my house. Now, what you do when you're single is different than when you have kids. You can't have every time Dick and Harry running in and out of your house, you have children. But if you have a man in your house, he needs to be offering something. If he's visiting a lot, he needs to offer something. Something on the food, something on a bill, something. Because so long as he's coming in and out, bathing, using up things in your house, he should offer something. I don't care if he stays there or not. He should offer something. And that's the worst thing you can have as a man living in your house, whether he works or not. And he doesn't pay for anything. He doesn't do any chores. He don't empty trash. He don't cook. He don't clean. All he do is eat and sleep and bathe. Don't allow your house to be a flop house. I'm tired of the unfaithful man. This is the man, as I said, is running around picking up everything with a pulse. He may have a woman. He may have a baby mama. He might have several baby mamas. He might bounce around from house to house. He may even be married, living with a woman. But so long as his foot is to the street, his eyeballs is to the social media, he's looking for somebody new to snag, looking for somebody new to penetrate, have sex with. He has no desire to be with any other woman. And he may be single. He may be living with somebody. He may be married, but he likes picking up women. He cannot keep his penis in his pants. He's got to have sex with somebody. And I know somebody like that. And they told me they like being with women, different women, menage a trois, so on and so forth. But like I told this person, that's going to be a lonely life at some point. Because how many women you think you're just going to be able to keep picking up and they're going to want to do a menage a trois? You're 50 plus years old. That shit's going to get old. Imagine 60 years old trying to tell a woman, hey, let's go get another woman at 60. Are you listening to what I'm saying? How many women can you have? As he once told me, I'm lonely. Okay, you lonely, but you got somebody. You were married, still married from my understanding. What was wrong with your wife? Because you like sex. Don't say, I like women. I love women. Can't say you love and like women when you're disrespecting them by lying to them and picking up strange women and having sex with them and you're married. You don't love women. You like sex. There's a difference. You're hypersexual. You like different acts of sex. You like your body next to different women, different looks, different shapes. That's what you like. You like sexual acts. You don't like the woman, and you surely don't love them. And a lot of the behavior that you see exacted out here in the street is the mother complex, the woman that raised them. Usually these men don't have respect for their mothers. They didn't have good relationships with their mothers. Not all, but some. Didn't have a mother figure. So they can't respect a woman. They never met their mother, never knew their mother, was adopted, foster care, drug addict mama, alcoholic mama. He ain't getting ready to respect no woman. Some will, some won't. Might even say most won't. Because you got to lead by example. You had a nice looking mother. She was a go-getter. She was educated. She was about her business. She worked hard. She hoped for the best. She pushed her kids. She made her kids. She drove her kids. She probably would have a decent son. It's not saying that you can have a good mother and still turn out to be a bum-ass man. Of course. But most men who revere women, such as revere their mother, their grandmother, their aunt, the woman who raised them, they will have more respect for women in the street. Hell no, I ain't ready to do her like that. I got a mom. I got a sister. I don't want nobody mistreating my mom or my sister, so I ain't ready to go out here and do it to a woman. But then you got some, they don't give a damn. F her. I got to get what I can get from her. And when you start seeing men that talk like that, start talking belligerent, nasty about a woman, he doesn't have respect for women. Why are you cheating and you're married? Got a whole wife, she ain't good enough. You got to sleep with everybody. Got a girlfriend, you're living with her, or you dating somebody. Supposed to be a monogamous relationship. You still want to sleep with everybody. Why? 40 years old, sleeping with different women, and you got a woman. Why? 50, 60 years old, got a wife or woman, sleeping around with different women. Why? Then, as I said, most of them don't want to use condoms. So you don't care about spreading anything or getting anything. And as soon as somebody finds out you're messing around, such as somebody went in your phone, saw text messages, pictures, now you'll cut that woman off now. Cut her off, block her. But she was good until you was caught. How about that? The black man that doesn't even like his own race. Now, I'm the type of queen, I don't dwell on this. Men who date outside their race. Some men prefer different races of women, white women, Asian women, Hispanic women. Some have never even dated their own race. Started out as young boys, never dated a black girl. As I said, I don't dwell on this, but sometimes I wonder, why would a black man not want his own sister? Why not? What's wrong with her? Your mammy black, your grandmama black, your sisters and cousins are black, but you look at a black woman, she is of no value. She has no substance. Why not? You came from the womb of a black woman, but you don't revere a black woman. Why not? See, I have a problem with any black man that will say, I don't date black women. He wouldn't be somebody I want to be interested in anyway. Because that makes no sense. You don't like black women, but you're black. And we have seen this in our society. Black men revering white women and other races of women over a black woman. You're entitled to date who you want, marry who you want. I don't really care. As I said, I don't dwell on this, but I do have a problem when you make it vocal. As if the black woman's done something to you. Maybe you're the problem. Because we've seen this with a lot of black men. They do a lot of things that assumingly white women would tolerate. Other race of women would tolerate. And black women do tolerate a lot of BS. And I think that's why a lot of black men date white women. Because they have this illusion of what a white woman is. Oh, she'll put up with this. She'll do this. She's got good credit. She'll go out her way to pay for this and treat me well and give me money and do this. The black woman, she ain't going to do that too long. If she do, she going to get tired. She going to get tired of me. Hell yeah, she going to get tired of you. She don't need to start it. And that's something I've learned as well. Don't start out giving gifts, buying men things, picking them up, driving them around, loaning out your car, giving them money, giving out your debit card, all that. Because how you start is how you finish. You start all that gift giving and loaning shit, you're going to be doing it till your knees are bloody. And you'll be the one caught up, short, light. Because he ain't trying to offer you nothing. He ain't trying to help. So you meet a man. Don't be giving up stuff. Because he will expect it. But as I said, I don't care for the black men that don't revere their own black woman. And frankly, he's not a man I would want to date anyway. And to use a woman because you think she's got money, credit, well, at one point she's going to wake up and realize that's all you want her for. The illusion. Because eventually a white woman's credit can get shot. Her bank account can get depleted. And then you're ready to what? Leave her for another white woman? The baby daddy. Why you got so many children? 5, 6, 7 children, different baby mamas, and you never married, not one. One, why are you making these children unprotected? Why won't you marry one of the women you got pregnant? How about that? Why don't you date one of the women you got pregnant? And I've seen this men, black men with lots of children, living with another female or married to another female, and she got children. So, and a lot of people have said, damn, that's fucked up. That's jacked up. He's got all these damn kids. He ain't with none of them baby mamas, but he over here with another female, and she got a whole bunch of damn children, and he playing daddy and a husband to her. That is strange. Frankly, I didn't do the baby daddy syndrome because I didn't want no lot of children out of wedlock. I've never liked that look, like, to each his own, but it's not a good look. Having lots of children and different baby fathers. And I don't know why a man would want to be a daddy to different children by different women. And then never marry not one of the baby's mothers. Why not? She's good enough to have sex with, but she ain't good enough to marry. She ain't good enough for you to have a whole relationship with. And I think it's sad to see a woman living with a man for years, 16, 17 years, got children by him, but they ain't married. And okay, someone's like, well, we're in the modern day, Angie, people don't get married anymore. They stay together. Well, you should want a husband because something happens to your kids, you need to have stability. You need to have somebody with a 401k, a bank account, something you can take on, insurance policies to take care of your damn children. Think. See, sex is only good for that moment. But there's more things going on besides good sex, great sex. You got to have a damn plan out here. Because sex don't pay no damn bills. It may, You charging for the sex, but you understand what I'm saying. Just letting people lay up in your house. You going to their house to lay up, but you can't ask them for nothing. But they always got their damn hands out. The man. And yes, we do have a problem with our gay and bisexual men who should be truthful in their sexuality and don't hide it. I rarely think about that, dear, the down low man, because I know you're never going to know the truth if a man is on the down low. But men do need to be honest about the sexuality. The black man that won't carry his weight in relationships, marriage. Everything is on the woman. She has to cook, clean, be a sexual avatar. Baby the children, nursemaid, pharmacist, butcher, baker, candlestick maker. But you don't do a damn thing. You just want to lay up, live somewhere for free, come and go as you please, bathe, shower, run up water bills, light bills, gas bills, sleep when you want, sweat out sheets and laundry, want somebody to wash your stinking clothes, but you don't offer money on nothing. Bills, laundry money, laundry detergent, soap, water, all that shit costs. Let me tell that black man that. Laundry detergent costs, fabric softener, toilet paper, shampoo, toothbrush, toothpaste, drying towels, washcloths, paper plates, paper cups, dishwashing liquid, rent, mortgage. You just want to go walk in somebody's house. Make yourself comfortable. God forbid she give your dumb ass a key and you don't want to pay nothing. You just want to walk in somebody's house, eat up everything in sight, drink up everything in sight, flip fucking channels on a Roku TV, bathe when you want, use up all the water you want, and don't want to offer a dime. That's a trifling ass Negro. And yes, other men do it too, I already know, but the subject ain't about the white man today. It's disrespectful to be in someone's home, a woman's home, and you don't offer nothing when you visit. Especially if you are a frequent visitor. Let me make that clear. You frequently go to a woman's home, then you should frequently offer something. Hey, let's get takeout. I'll buy. You two drink? Offer her a drink. I got the beer. I got the liquor. Hey, let me take you out tonight. Hey, let's go to the movies. Hey, is there anything I can do for you around your house? Hang up something, put something up. The topic is about black men, everybody. I'm not talking about other men today in this live stream. This is my testimony, okay? This is my testimony today. Offer something when you go in a woman's house. You deal with her frequently, offer to hang up something, fix something, take the trash out, wash the dishes, pick up a broom, pick up a mop. Why don't you wash out the bathtub? How about that? You use it. Clean the bathroom, clean the toilet. Bring her a gift. Bring her some flowers. Hey, let's take a day drive. Hey, let's go out to eat. Hey, I saw this nice restaurant I wanted to try. You game? Let's go out. Hey, what would you like to do today, Miss Lady? That's the type of black man I'm looking for. My father was a very notorious being, but the one thing he knew was to give a woman what she wanted. And he let me know that as a young girl in my 20s. He says, nothing is for free. You got to give up something. So I'm not going to waste my time fooling with a female and I don't offer her anything. And if she has kids, I know to offer her more because she has children and that's what I signed up for. Now, mind you, my father was also a married man. But he knew he couldn't come short with the wife or the outside woman. Stay woke. And naturally what he was doing was wrong, but that was his journey. The point is, he let me know a man needs to pay the piper to be with a woman. That just running in and out of her house, lounging, slumbering, expecting her to cook, that's another thing I'm tired of. Do you cook? Are you buying? How the hell you ask me, do I cook? You ain't offered to buy nothing. So, I'm supposed to invite you to the house, let you eat up everything in sight. I got to buy the groceries, clean up the kitchen, do all that. Then you want a little sweet mama. And what do I get? What the hell do I get in return? I've noticed that about the black men here in the South. They always want to know, do you cook? Got to throw that in there. Hey, Miss Lady, you sure are pretty, blah, blah, blah. You look nice, you smell good. Ooh, girl, I sure hope you can cook. So this is what I want to say to the black man that asked that question. Do I cook? Do you cook? Addressing the black woman, does she cook? Do you have money to buy the groceries? See, that's what you should say before asking a black woman, does she cook? Hey, baby, I like to eat home-cooked meals a lot. I'm willing to buy the food if you cook it. Checkmate. But not, do you cook? I like home-cooked meals. I bet you can cook. I like to have a meal. I like breakfast. It's always what they like. You're always talking about sex. What kind of sex you like, how good you can give it, what you like done to you, what you do to the woman. You like breakfast every morning. You want biscuits and this and that. But are you willing to pay for it? Because you expect a stranger that you just met, hooked up with, to get up in the morning after having sex with you and cook food for you. Why? What did she give? Did you pay her for her services? And someone say, oh my God, Angela, that's prostitution. No, it ain't prostitution. You can't go in somebody's house and have sex with them and then expect them to get up and cook a full course meal for you or breakfast, and then you eat out her house and then walk out her door, and that's the end of the story. And if you started dating her, you expected her to cook breakfast every day, cook this, but you ain't offering nothing. That's why you don't start it. If you meet a man, whether you decide to sleep with him as soon as you meet him, later, if all he talks about is eating food, I won't even look his way. Yeah, I said that. I won't even look his damn way. Because he's letting you know what he expects from you. And when you got a man that starts out telling you what he likes in a woman, basically giving you an itemized list, run like hell. Because he's not trying to get to know you. He's not trying to value you. He's not trying to get to know you. He's telling you what he likes and what he expects. And he wants what's on that itemized list. He ain't asking you about what you want, what you like. He may ask, he really don't give a you know what. Because his expectations are greater. And he's expecting you to follow protocol. I like this, and I like to watch ESPN on this day, and I like to have this on Sunday. I like to do this, and you don't even know his fucking government name. And he's already telling you what he likes to do, what he expects from a woman, what he needs from a woman. Damn, can I get to know you first? To decide if I even like you? But that's a turnoff to me. Hey, how you doing? What's your name? Oh, I'm Angela. Do you cook? Well, damn. I like to eat. I love biscuits and gravy. I love me some fried chicken. I gotta have me some eggs and, well, Negro, you best go to the Waffle House or IHOP. Because groceries cost, number one. And they're higher than ever, eggs. And Queen ain't getting ready to stand on no stove, cooking no damn breakfast every morning to somebody that, one, she probably ain't even interested in or even like. Because like I said, how you start is how you finish. And if a person starts out a conversation with, what do you do Do you cook? Do you do this? He's already letting you know that's what he expects from you, and he's going to expect it every damn day. And there might be a day that you don't want to get up and cook breakfast. You may not want to cook dinner. Can he cook? What else am I tired of? The black man that can't do shit. Can't change a tire. Can't fucking hang up blinds. Why don't you offer something sometimes? Hey, you said you wanted your blinds hung. You wanted your curtain rod. Go and get the curtain rods, whatever. I'll be over with the drill. I'll help you hang up your curtains. How about that? You walk into somebody's house and you see something ain't put together. Why don't you offer to help put it together? I'll help somebody. I'll hire somebody to put it together, Miss Lady. I need a new tire. Tires on my car. Why don't you offer? Hey, I know you need tires. I'll buy you 2. Hell, 2 better than 4. Better than nothing. I want a man that can do basic things. Change a tire. Oil change. Knows how to find the battery in the damn car. Not just put the key in ignition and drive. Responsible adult. Works every day. Takes care of himself. He has his own house, his own car, his own money in the bank. He don't need me for nothing. He does not need Angela for anything but a companion. He doesn't want my money. He doesn't want the things in my house. He doesn't need to borrow money from me. He's not bringing every Tom, Dick, and Harry around me. He don't need to use my car for nothing. Putting people in my car unauthorized. Be responsible with my car, my things, my home. That's what I'm looking for. A responsible black man. He doesn't have a lot of children. Doesn't have different baby mamas, different kids. Don't see them, don't take care of them. That's another thing I don't care for. Men who got a lot of fucking kids and they don't take care of their kids. He got one kid he don't take care of. Don't visit, don't call. Don't take him nowhere. Don't have a good relationship with his children. Why not? That's something you have to be aware of as well. A man that don't have a good relationship does not have a good relationship with his children, with his mother. Why not? Why don't you have a good relationship with your mother, your children? Why don't you have a good relationship with your family? Red flags, red flags. And it's not saying that people can't fall out. But when he ain't getting along with nobody, you need to inquire or run like hell. The disrespectful black man. This is the man that never has a kind word to say about a woman, period. She's a bitch, she's a whore, she's a motherfucker. He even calls her nigger too. Bruh. I'm not your bruh. You will address me as Angela or Queen. Miss Lady. Street talk. All the time. Can't make a complete sentence without being belligerent, cussing, talking down to you, dismissing anything you say. You can't even say what you saw on the news. Oh, that ain't nothing. Oh, ain't nobody talking about no more. Nobody want to hear about the government. Don't nobody care about your opinion. I'm just playing. You too sensitive. No, MF, you need to grow up. That's the point. You need to learn how to talk. Stop calling women nasty names. Quit addressing women by bitches, motherfucker, whores. What do you look like being in a house with a woman and you calling her a bitch because things don't go your way? You call her out her name. Then you start criticizing her. What she ain't doing, what you don't like about her. Well, then get your ass out of her house. Stop calling her, don't talk to her. And like you said, when she call, you don't answer. Be done with it and keep it moving. But the belligerent man, the angry man, the unhappy man, miserable man, he's going to be disrespectful because he doesn't like himself. Childhood trauma. Oh, Lord. Don't let me start on that. He never has a kind word to say to a woman. Everything's a moan, a grant, a moan, a groan, a joke, silliness, pettiness. But he's all up in her peripheral, using her for whatever he can get from her, whether he asked or not, or she offered. Never have a kind word. Everything's a fucking joke. And then he turns up, flips out because she's tired of hearing it, and now it's her fault. Abusive, verbally abusive, physically abusive, pushes, shoves, smacks, hits, beats, chokes. Because he didn't get his way. She offended him. So now he's putting his hands on her. Talks about her like a dog. What she ain't doing, what she ain't got, but yet he ain't got shit. And let me address that as well. You got a lot of nerve to walk around making nasty comments to a woman to her face, in her home, on the phone, whichever, text message, however, when you ain't got a pot to piss in. You don't have a running car. You don't have a decent job. You've let it go, or you're going from job to job. You don't have nowhere to stay. You're going from house to house. You homeless. How dare you talk about a woman, period, when you don't even have your own shit together? Your appearance is lacking. How you look when a person met you ain't how you look now. Checkmate. You're not keeping yourself up because you're pillar to post. You over here, you over there, you got clothes over here, shoes over there. Who wants to be with somebody like that? Never got no money, never offer nothing, never want to buy anything. Then your tongue is ruthless. Nasty, nasty, nasty. Criticism, criticism, criticism. Oh, but it's just a joke. You're not funny. You're ignorant. And you're petty. Turning on a woman when things don't go your way. You're not getting what you want from her. You're not getting the attention. So now she's a bitch, motherfucker, this and this. Just belligerent for no damn reason because you're angry. You're bitter. You're mad at the world. We'll let you tell it. She's bitter, mad, and angry. No, she's just sick of you. I'm sick of you. Sick of your mouth. You don't know how to talk. You don't know how to converse. You do not even know how to complete a sentence without cursing, without saying something. It's always negative. You look pretty today. I like your hair. I like your dress. That's a pretty dress you have on. Oh, I like your purse. Say something nice to me. Tell me you like me. Tell me you care about me. Hey, Angela, I'm enjoying your company. Hey, thanks for inviting me over. Hey, thanks for making sure that I'm eating well, doing well. See, that's what I'm sick of. The Negro that is delusional. He never gives compliments. He's not affectionate. He's not thankful for you offering anything. Whatever it is that you could offer, he is ungrateful. I'm sick of the ungrateful black man. Whether you offered him something or not, he asked for something or not. The thing is, you need to be humble in whatever I offer you. Whatever a woman offers you, if you know it's something that you need, you should be humble and you should be grateful. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for letting me visit. Thank you for letting me take a shower. Thank you for feeding me. Thank you for picking me up. Thank you for dropping me off. Thank you for calling me. Thank you for checking up on me. Thank you. How about a thank you? I like your company. I like talking with you. I like spending time with you. I'm attracted to you. Yes, I'm falling short. Yes, I need to get my shit together. But I like you and I want to thank you for your time. That's what the queen wants. Appropriate reciprocation. If a man loud talks you, as I said earlier in this live stream, he will tell all your business. He will talk about you like a dog. He will talk about you in the street. He'll talk about you to your face. And he will also embarrass you in public. He'll embarrass you where you live. And that is not a man you should want in your peripheral. Whenever you have a man that starts to loud talk in your house or your home, he will go outside that door and do the same. Have your neighbors in your business. And he'll also talk about you in the street. The loud mouth. The worst type of man ever, besides an abuser and a user. That's common sense. If they talk down to you, they'll talk about you. She this, she that. Well, let's talk about that type of man too. The man that goes out and tells a woman's personal business. Yeah, she did this to me. She did this with me sexually, blah, blah, blah. Why would you go out in the street and talk about a woman like that? My father once told me, never let a man tell your business, your personal sexual business. You let that Negro know, hey, you was in the room too. And that also coincides with men who talk bad about their baby's mothers, women they slept with. Why would you even want to talk bad about somebody you had sex with? That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. It takes two to make a kid. How is she a whore? You slept with a whore. So that means you whores too. Oh, she did this and this to me, man. But you was in the room. You received it. You so disgusted, then you should have got up, put your clothes on and left. But tell what you did while you were in the room getting served. You see, this is a nasty being. Talking bad about a woman, what she did to him sexually, but he ain't gonna tell nobody what he was doing. That is the worst type of man. Talk about a woman sexually. Tell all her business to people. How she live, what she got in her house. And you better hope, pray, you had a clean house and a clean body, because he's sure gonna go out in the street and tell, oh, she nasty, she smells, she stink, house was nasty. Oh, he'll tell him. And that's the worst thing you can have out in the street is what you've done sexually to a man and your housekeeping skills. Because you get a dirty bird, oh, he's going to tell it. And as I said, if you get with a loud mouth, you get with a rude, belligerent man, he going to talk down to you. He's going to talk bad about you. To your face, outside your front door, and out in the street. I don't do loudmouth men. Number one. I do not do loudmouth men. And if I hear a man being disrespectful in conversation about a woman or to me, cursing, using sex talk, I'm not interested in your conversation. I don't want to be around you. Because I know you don't have any fulfilling conversation and commentary. You do not know how to hold yourself as a man, and you're not a gentleman. Now, some women are turned on, as I said before, with sex talk, vulgarity. That is her option. It is not mine. It is not my preference. Once again, the disrespectful man talks down to a woman, nasty, sex talk, talks bad about her, talks down to her, curses her out, name calls when he gets mad, stays in trouble with the law, job to job, house to house. Why would I want that? And even if you're dealing with somebody that you don't see all the time, you're getting an inkling that something's not right with them. Best leave them alone. Because sometimes what you think you want, you don't need. And he ain't no good for you. And if he has any of the attributes I've just mentioned in this 1 hour plus, run like hell. Because you're never going to get what you want from him, which is substance, validity, companionship, truthfulness, respect. The narcissist. He is detached from the real world. He doesn't want to live in a world where he can act like he has feelings and care for people. You, myself. It's all about him. He's selfish. The story isn't about nothing going on in the world but him. He doesn't care about what's going on in the news. He doesn't care about somebody got shot, got beat, house caught on fire. He's that guy you can't even tell the story to. Hey, did you hear about what happened on 15th Street? So what? Why you telling me? What my mama, what my daddy? I don't know him. That's a dangerous human being. And I know somebody personally like that. 2 people I know like that. You cannot tell them anything about what happened on the news. Can't say 2 words to them about the people across the street. Oh, yeah, their house caught on fire. Their house got broken too. They are oblivious. What are you telling me for? I don't care. Ain't none of my business. You worry too much. All you do is talk about true crime. Yeah, I'm going to go there. Knocking what the queen does on YouTube. Now, see, what I'm doing is I'm talking about what's out here like you. So people can beware to not fool with people like you and get themselves caught up in drama. Because if I can help one person to see this ain't what you want for yourself. And I've said it in my live streams. I need to be my own best teacher. I got to walk what I talk. Because we all get caught up fooling with the wrong kind of people. Because I think deep down inside, we want them to change. We hope they would change. We pray they will change, but they're not going to change. And let's be truthful. When a person gets to a certain age, I don't see them changing. The only time most people change is when they become sick. Then they're too ill to be nasty, belligerent, whoremonger, liar, because they don't have no strength in them to do anything. And by then, it's too late. The sociopath. He only cares about his own needs and wants. Notice me. He has a God complex. He's always right. As I said before, this is the man that you can't even hold a conversation with. Because he knows everything. He knows more than you. You can't have a comment about anything. You can't even tell him the sky is blue, even when it's blue. He's got to argue you down about it. He's got to question everything you say and do. He's got to criticize everything you say and do. But yet he's in your company. So if you don't like me, why are you here? Why are you around me? Then get your ass on. I'm just playing. I'm just joking. Okay, all the time, it's a joke. You're playing. You don't know how to hold a serious conversation. So when are you serious? That's what I'd like to know. When is your black ass serious? See, the only time you're serious is when the story is about you and what you ain't got and what you need and what Pookie and Ray Ray did to you. But I can't come to you and say, I had a bad day. I don't feel good. I feel lonely, destitute, down. I can't come to you like that because you ain't that type of Negro that can respond accordingly because you're a sociopath. You don't have anything in you to respond with. You're empty inside. You're dead inside. As MF said to me the other day, I'm dead. I don't care about nothing. I've been dead. Well, then good. Since you dead, you keep it moving and let this big black girl continue to live. Because what I'm not about to do is give the devil what he wants. There comes a time when I have to tighten my own shit and say, you're better than this. You deserve better than this, queen. He and they are not worthy of your time. The liar never tells the truth about anything. What you do today? Where'd you go? Why you didn't call me? Why you didn't answer the phone? Oh, I was asleep. I was this. The phone broke. How many times can you have a broke ass phone? I'll wait. I ain't never seen a man, as long as I've been living on top of this dirt, always got a phone malfunction. Same man, same MO. I don't know what's wrong with this phone. It ain't working. You ain't working. That's why the phone don't damn work. Every time you dial the number, disconnected. But yet he texting. I don't know what kind of phone service this Negro got to where you can send text, but the phone don't work. Then turn the damn phone on. Calls dropped. Calls disconnected. Couldn't get the text. Couldn't send the text. Always an excuse. This is not the man you want. This is not a desirable man who always has phone excuses, always lying about something. You catch him in a lie, he's still talking and answering. No, that wasn't me. No, I didn't do that. You're mistaken. You don't know what you're talking about. He is never truthful. He can't tell the truth for nothing to save his own damn hide. You cannot be with a liar. Because when you are talking to a liar, you don't know who you're talking to. It's a doppelganger. Several personalities. Because when you're a liar, that's what you become. An alternate ego. Alternate person. Dissociative person. You don't even know who you're talking to. Theatrics. The actor. That's another thing I don't like about black men. Everything is about him because he's a sociopath. Falling out, passing out, crying and shit. Only when the story's about him. You just had your fucking leg amputated. He's crying about himself. He's crying about what the world did to him. I'm now introducing to you the crybaby. Woe is me. Pity me. I don't know my mom. I don't know my dad. I was abandoned as a child. I was given up. I went to foster care. I was adopted. So on and so on and so on. So what you want to do is go out here and blame every fucking woman and man for your problems because you don't know your damn mama. You don't know your damn daddy. So what? Many people were raised by other people. I don't know anybody right now that wasn't raised by some damn body else. And it wasn't no legal adoption. It's just that they gave them to their mama, their daddy, their grandmama, whoever. But you have to push forward. You have to grow up and accept your circumstances. But being mad at everybody because you weren't treated right as a child. You alive, ain't you? You breathing, ain't you? Then why don't you give thanks to God for breath? And this is why I want to say this to this certain person. You are never going to have any good luck. Because you don't know how to treat people. You're walking around here blaming everybody for your problems in the world. You have become a menace, a fuck up. You have no goals, no ambitions. Can't nobody help you. Can't nobody support you because all you do is fall off, ignore them. Then when you come around, you're talking crazy, falling off, abusive, wanting to push, shove, hit, choke. Mistreat people. Then you start crying after you done just hit a person, push them around. You will never have good luck. Because you are worthless yourself. You have no empathy for women. You always got something nasty to say, bad to say. Always try to put her down. Hell. But then you'll start crying about what the fuck happened to you as a kid. You're going to beat up on a woman and then start crying? What are you crying for? You just try to kill a person. Then you go on the phone calling people wanting sympathy like, I need help, I ain't got my meds, this and that. Oh, you medicated? What you medicated on? I sure hope you're talking about allergy medicine and not no fucking psych meds. Because that means your ass needs to go get some help. Before you go out here and you kill somebody. And then you're really going to be in there crying, talking about, you dead, I'm dead inside. I've been dead. I ain't got nothing to live for. You don't got nothing to live for. Then you need to get your black ass on. And stop trying to steal my joy. Stop trying to steal other people's joy. Can't nobody do nothing for you. Can't nobody support you. Can't nobody offer you nothing. You are just a user, a thief. You think because you ain't asking for nothing, you doing right by somebody. But in the same breath, you talk about them like a dog, you mistreat them verbally, mentally, physically. Then you want to start crying. Oh, I don't know my mama. She didn't want me growing up. I ain't never met my mama. She's a bitch. How's your mama a bitch? You don't know why the woman gave you up. Maybe she's on drugs. Maybe she's an alcoholic. Maybe the state took you from your mama. Maybe your mother realized, I can't take care of a kid. I ain't in no shape to take care of no kid. So now you a fucking 40-year-old grown ass, walking ass menace, mad at the fucking world, and ain't nobody done nothing to you. Because your mama didn't want you. So everybody got to fall by the wayside because your mama gave you up. Your mama gave you up. Why don't you come applaud the lady that raised you? How about that? You rarely talk about her. Did she treat you nice growing up? Yes. Then why the fuck you don't talk about her? She dead, but talk about her. Put that dead woman on a pedestal. I thank this lady for taking care of me. I thank this lady for adopting me. I thank this lady for doing right by me. That's who you should be talking about. Instead of worrying about some black woman you don't know that gave birth to you. Maybe she did the best she could. Maybe she did mistreat you. But why not give thanks to the lady that raised you? And stop blaming everybody else because somebody made a mistake and didn't raise you and gave you up for adoption. And then you go out here and mistreat a person and treat them like shit and then start crying about some lady that gave you up. That's the past. You see, this is what's wrong with our black men. They're holding on to all this old garbage and baggage from how they were treated as children, the mishaps of life, the trauma in life. And then they go out here to the street and they spew that venom out to innocent women who don't have a dog in the race. They don't have nothing to do with how they were raised. And why don't you ask that lady how she was treated? If she was treated well by her parents, what obstacles did she overcome in life? Why don't you ask her that instead of spewing your venom? I don't need it. I don't want it, and I don't need it because I'm worthy. And I'm a child of God first. Before I am an aspiring actress, healthcare provider, YouTuber, I'm a child of God first, and you're going to respect me. He didn't put me on this earth to be your punching bag, to be your rug, your doormat, to be your wet nurse, caregiver, your bank account, shareholder. That's not my job. I'm tired and I'm fed up. I'm sick of the black man. I'm sick of his nasty ass ways, his nasty ass attitude, his vulgar mouth, don't know how to talk, don't know how to hold a conversation. Everything's a joke. Always expecting sex as soon as he meets you. Never want to provide anything. Never want to take you out. Never want to offer you anything. Never want to offer you money. Never want to give you nothing. Never want to give you a gift. Don't want to do shit but have sex. Well, I'm more than that. I'm worthy. Always complaining about this and this and this. But you part of the reason you don't get along with people. The reason why you don't get no support. And let me tell you something. Say this to somebody personally. You ain't got no fucking friends right now because you don't know how to be a friend. You don't got no woman because you don't know how to be a man to a woman. You need to tighten your shit. Because you're going to keep having problems. You say you dead inside? Well, why don't you go kill yourself then? Since you already did. Slit your damn wrist and keep it moving. Because what you're doing out here to other people is dishonorable. And it's disgusting and it's vile. And nobody's doing anything to you. From my understanding, people have just been trying to help you, but you don't want their help. You just want to make excuses for why you think it's okay to mistreat people and diss them. And you keep continually doing what you're going to do, you're going to end up dead or you're going to end up in prison some fucking way. And that'll be your choice. But I know I can no longer engage. I'm tired. I'm tired of these low-life men. Don't know how to talk, don't know how to act, don't know how to conduct themselves. Using women, manipulating women, liars, thieves, whoremongers, on the down low, bisexual, whatever the fuck you want to call them. I'm sick of your ass. For once in your life, be truthful. Own your shit. Stop running around here trying to pick up everything with a skirt. Coochie cutter shorts on. Sleeping with everything in sight. Making babies that you don't take care of, don't provide for. In and out of jail, out of trouble, out of prison, in and out. Drug users. Alcoholics. Don't want to keep a place, own a place, buy a car, keep a car. With all we've gone through, hundreds of years of being on top of this dirt in America, finally free, but wasn't free. Still took hundreds of years to get free. And this is what you want to do and repay the world back. Is be a bum. We all fall short of the glory. Man and woman, child. But the black man, you should have enough gumption to say, let me be a better human being. Let me be the best human being I can be. Let me revere my mom, my dad, my sisters, my brothers, my black sister, my queen. Because of what we went through as African-American people in this country, our ancestors, and what we are still going through today. Some may be celebrating Juneteenth today. I'm not here to promote or deny. And my live stream has no reflection on what today's holiday is. This was a live meant a week ago. Let me make that clear. But these black men out here could be better than what they are representing themselves to be. We are a short population on top of this dirt over here. We live in a white country. And if you are choosing to date black women, then why don't you be the best black man you can be? Stop making excuses for why you don't have anything, don't want anything, don't desire anything. I say this to myself every time I'm outside. I see all these men walking around, different flavors, colors, heights. Some are homeless, drug users, alcoholics, in prison, out of prison, jail, free, don't work, work. And the first thing I say to myself is, this is the reason why the black woman, she doesn't have anybody. Because these motherfuckers don't want nothing. She has to put herself in a situation where she can be around a decent black man, a productive black man. And it's not to say that even if she got in the peripheral of a decent black man, allegedly, that he will be of substance himself. Because he could be walking the walk on paper. But once she gets to know him, he's no different than the man that's a fly-by-nighter, living from pillar to post. He's just good on paper. Looks good, nice clothes, nice car, but he's a bum-ass Negro. He's a whore. He's a liar. He's a thief. He's an abuser. You see, looks ain't everything. What you have ain't everything. But why not be the best you can be? Because it's only of a few of us over here in North America, in this wide range of 50 states. There are places where black people don't even live. There's not even a demographic of us in certain parts of the United States. And some of us black women want a black man, but we can't meet him. The one that we want, the one that we desire. Because possibly he's 5 states over. He doesn't know us from a can of paint. We don't know him and may never cross his paths. That's why many people are on date sites and trying to meet and greet. And a lot of people are very judgmental of the date sites. But what I try to make people understand is the date site is not the problem. It's the people on the sites, because they are the same mangy ass people that's out here running around. The site is just a tool. It's just an entity. It doesn't have no feet. It doesn't have no legs. It's not human. If you're a dog representing yourself on the site, that's because you're a dog. You're a liar, you're a thief, you're an abuser. That's who you are without the site. The site has no bearing on the man behind the profile. And people need to understand that. If there was no Match.com, tag, POF, you're still a dog. You're still a liar, you're still a thief, abuser, a man with multiple children, a man with no job, a man that goes place to place, pillar to post. You're still that man. And some of us black women, we want a black man. We want to love a black man. We want to support a black man. But what we've been dealing with is ungrateful. And maybe we don't live in a demographic where we could meet a decent black man. So you have to put yourself in a situation to where you can try to meet a decent human being. But in the end, you don't know people, no matter the race. And some of us have to go outside of our race because time is dwindling and it's of the essence. You can't keep sitting by waiting for the black man on a white horse, black horse. You got to go out there and get it. And it may not be where you live. I live in a small area, East Tennessee. We don't have a lot of black people on this coast where I live. So my pickings are slim. And most of these men that live in this area, from Knox County, Anderson County, Blunt, Rome, they've all slept with each other. They all have sex with each other. They all got children by each other. Sisters and brothers and cousins are all related. That's all the people are doing in this region is swapping out partners. That's it. Then when you try to go 3 hours down the road, Atlanta, those men are gay or bisexual. Where do I go? Where do I go to meet my better half? I know there's somebody out there for the queen, but I haven't met him. He has not met I. We may never meet. But I cannot continue to keep dealing with the same type of black men I've been dealing with. Evasive, unemotional, detached, unavailable. Unloving, uncaring, unsympathetic, and just outright cruel. I don't want any parts of that anymore. I do not want a street man. I do not want a man that runs the streets, hanging the streets. I do not want a man that acts like a child, behaves like a child, talks like a child. I do not want a jokester. I want to be able to hold a civilized conversation with a grown man. I want someone to be respectful of me, my wishes, my wants, my conversations. I want someone to be respectful of my home. When they visit me, they're visiting me, not my house. They're not asking for anything. They're not expecting anything from me. They're free to offer me something, a gift, a trip to the movie, something. He knows how to hold a conversation. That's all I've been asking. God, can I meet somebody that knows how to talk? He's not asking me for sex. He's not wanting sex from me. He doesn't want money from me. He doesn't want my bank card. He doesn't want the use of my car. He doesn't need a place to sleep. He wants to talk to the queen. He wants to get to know the queen. He wants to take the queen out. He wants to do nice things for the queen with nothing in exchange. I am worthy. The Black woman is worthy. All women are worthy. This is my testimony about dealing with the Black man, what I have dealt with for 30 plus years of dating. And I'm exhausted and I'm tired. I'm sick of the stories. I'm sick of the horrible stories I hear from women. I'm sick of the horrible stories I hear from men. I'm sick of looking at how the world is turning out with us in the world, what we're contributing and what we're not contributing, what we're contributing negative and positive. We are our own worst enemy because we don't give a fuck about each other. We treat each other like dogs. And that is the reason why we suffer so. If this is God's plan, it is a horrible plan. But as the pastor would say, why can't it be the work of the devil? Amen. If I decide to date outside my race, that will be my choice. Because at this point, I have no options. Because these men here, these Black men here, they don't give a fuck about nothing. The stories I could tell you would make your hair stand up on top of your damn head. The things they do and how they talk, how they act, the things I've seen and heard, how they treated women. Just vulgarity. The boldness of slumbering around with different women, knowing she's going to find out, knowing she's going to bump into the other woman, see the other woman. Don't care if the other woman approaches the other woman or the woman he's with goes out looking to approach the other women. He's messing with her liking. It is sickening and it's sad. That's why I don't want to talk to anybody from this region. I don't want anybody in my fucking house. I don't want nobody visiting me. Don't pull up. Don't honk a horn. I don't want you here because I don't like problems. I'm too old. I'm 52 by the grace of God. I deserve better than what I've endured and what I've put myself through. And I have to stand account for that. I take full responsibility for my own misgivings. And when I saw the signs that you or he or whoever wasn't right, that I prolonged and stayed in it. Because most men I've met, if I see the signs aren't right, I just leave them alone. But there has been one that I have dealt with that has been a true menace to me. And I no longer want to engage because he's a sociopath. And he doesn't give a fuck about anybody. And he said that. I don't fucking care about myself. I'm dead. Well, then good. Then you and I should have no problem with continually stay away from one another. Because I'm not trying to be with nobody dead. Because last I checked, dead people don't talk. They don't eat. They don't drink. They don't walk around. And the one thing I've learned about life is that people will continue to do the dirty things they do because they've been allotted the time to do so. They've had access. You see, you cannot be used or manipulated or mistreated without participating. And that's what a vulture is looking for. A willing participant. Don't be the participant. Don't be the victim. You see the signs that the person is not right. You're not getting out what you want, what you desire, what you expect. You've asked, you still don't get it, then leave the person alone. Whatever it is. Time, money, respect, conversation, sex, affection, love, whatever it is you're desiring, you're not getting it from him, then keep it moving. Find somebody else or just do your own thing. This is my personal testimony of the things I've dealt with, dealing with the Black men here in East Tennessee and some men from other jurisdictions. I've met a lot of men in my 30-something years of dating and trying to get a mate. I've never been married. I'm a single person. And I've had no luck in the dating pool, love department. I've met a lot of fools in my time. And I have dealt with a lot of fools or clown ass Negroes, and I just don't want to participate anymore. I don't want to keep just dealing with fly by night people who don't have any respect for me, because one, they don't have respect for themselves. And when you talk to someone that tells you that they don't care for themselves, they don't love themselves, they feel dead inside, and they don't care about the world, then you're already telling me that you couldn't give me anything anyway. You could never truly love me. You can't offer me anything. You can't care for me. You can't talk to me. You can't do anything with me. We can only have a physical relationship. And how long can that last? It can't. This is my testimony. That I have tried all I can do at this age of 52. I've exhausted all measures in trying to talk to different men, meet and greet conversations. And I'm not pleased at what I'm seeing, and I'm not pleased at what I'm hearing. And then most of the men I've met, never slept with them, never had a relationship. They're bums. They're bums. They do not know how to talk. They don't want anything but sex, somebody to use and abuse, place to lay up, eat. They don't want anything of value. And I'm not about to engage in that. If I want to just have a fling or a hookup, that would be my choice. But I know that won't be satisfactory in the long run. I pray that one day I will meet a man, a decent black man, and if not, another race that will treat me accordingly and have respect for me and be respectful to me and regard me. One, as a human being. Two, as a woman. Three, as his mate. At the moment, I'm better off just being friendly with males. I've always had male friends, acquaintances. Never slept with them. And I don't mind that, because everybody needs friends. But there comes a time when you want a companion, and I'm at that age. I'm not guaranteed to see tomorrow, the next day. Time is of the essence at 52. This is the hump. There's no going back. There's no dress rehearsal. This is it. So if I meet a man tomorrow, he's white, he's Hispanic, he's Asian, he's German, whatever, he treats me like a lady, I will roll with the flow. I will not sit by saying, well, he ain't black, I ain't talking to him. Hell no. I'm not about to sit here and wait for no black man to come bang on my door or chase me down. I don't have that kind of time. I want to thank you all for following this network, for the support. If you'd like to donate to this great network, $ Big Angie, 129 Cash App. The description is in all of my videos. Stickers and chats are always welcome during the live stream. God bless all of you. Happy Juneteenth to those who are celebrating this holiday. There are certain agencies in this town, this state rather, that did not honor Juneteenth. That is their prerogative, to each its own. But I am happy to be alive today as a black woman and free. And once again, freedom has not always meant freedom. Free to roam as a black person. There's always a cost of freedom. And my ancestors have paid dearly. But we're here now. And we best try to make the best of being here, which is live your best life and treat people accordingly. God bless all of you. Have a wonderful week. I will be back with more stimulating conversation and a movie of the week. And please go to my community board for updates, breaking news, and please take the polls that are on my community page. Thank you all so much for following this network. This was my personal testimony of what I've endured as a black woman in the dating life and dealing with black men. And I decided to bring this information to you because I'm tired. I feel like I deserve better, and I'm going to get better. I'm going to find better. I deserve to be happy. And I just no longer want to engage in foolishness and silliness and pettiness. And my next video might just be about dealing with black people in general. Each week, I believe Each day I'm going to bring you commentary of things that have pissed me off. And it'll be living around mangy tenants, the mangy landlord, and also dealing with my race as a whole. You're welcome, Lee. Thank you all so much for your time. You have been listening to the Vault XL.